Hello everyone, I have a thermal printer for you today from wormholetattoo.com and I have $10 off for you. So let's make sure it works right here on the Floaty channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's do it. Okay, let's open up this portable thermal printer. All right, we have power cord. And check out the printer. It's definitely compact. And there it is. So looks like the picture. It's like more of a boxy kind of shape to it. So there it is. That's the shape of it. Looks like the paper comes out there. Looks like you feed it in this side. Let's take a quick peeksy-weeksy at the user guide. All right, so it looks like we do the yellow side facing up with this model. There's an app right here just called Tattoo Printer. So I'm just gonna go download that app. Okay, here is the Tattoo Printer app. Okay, it says make sure the printers turn on. Click the icon button to enter the printer device list. I do not have it turned on, so I'm going to go ahead and get this power button pressed.
Our tattoo is ready.
It talks to you. It's definitely on now. The light's blinking. Next step. Click the Bluetooth device to be connected.
Bluetooth connected.
It's connected. Okay, so it tells you what's going on. That's fun. Sure. Paper 100% is what's going on. Paper shortage. Yes, I understand that. There's no paper in it. Cool. All right, so it talks to you. Neat. Add pictures from photo album. Next step. This is where you can do your picture editing. You can adjust the size and position of the picture. Optional. Thank you. And enter print preview. This is the print preview. Okay. Cool. So let's just print out one of these things here. Give it a whirl. So we have this butterfly flower piece that I did not draw. That just comes on the app. Show you other things too if you want to see. Yeah, so a couple other test pages you can print here. Also in this app, which is, I've seen this particular app before, it has other flash, which is kind of nice. And it takes a little bit to load. Some characters. So cool. There's like a bunch of stuff that you can use here. I'm gonna go to mine, and mine is probably, oh no, this is just settings. Okay. Blah blah blah. Cool. Go back to material. So material has your flash stuff that comes with the app. When you want to put your own stuff on, you just use this middle icon here. Allow access, and then you'll get into your pictures. I'm just gonna grab something, this gladiolus here. Let's edit it, see what that looks like. So you can also maybe center things a bit. Ah, that's this page. All right, we're gonna crop it in a little. Done. Okay, beautiful. Wants paper. Got that. Okay, let's do it. Put the paper in. So just a quick little how-to on this machine. This is actually the part that you're going to feed the paper through. So you're going to either feed it through like this from the front, which is a little different than other machines, or if you're just really like feeding it from the back, you can flip it that way. Since that is the back of the machine, I'm guessing they expect you to feed it through the front of the machine. Okay, so let's take out that little paper in between. So this paper is just regular thermal print paper from Amazon. We're going to start with this one. I've taken the center portion out and I'm just going to feed it in through the front of the machine with the yellow side up. So the machine should take the paper in electronically and you shouldn't have to mess too much with it. So it's all set and loaded. Let's now go back to the app and see if we can get it printed. We have a few settings for density here. We have matte, light, moderate, normal, and strong. So that's quite a few settings for density. Let's just go with normal for now and we're going to press print. Takes it pretty quickly there.
Is complete. Please remove the paper.
All right, cool. And it even lets you know when it's done. And the paper isn't stuck inside. It actually ejects it out, which is very nice as well. All right, let's see how it did. All right, there is our thermal print. Looks pretty good. Don't see any issues with it. Yeah, so with this cheaper Amazon paper, a lot of the time it ends up getting overly clumpy. So what I'm noticing is that it's not overly clumpy. It looks very nice. Actually, there's a lot of good detail in there, and this should be appropriate for fine line printing, which sometimes is a little challenging. Do I like this paper? No, it's not my favorite paper. Sorry. I do want to try this on my favorite paper. Let's try spirit paper. Okay, there it is, a piece of spirit paper. We're gonna sacrifice it for you guys today. Let's take out this middle section and let's pick another picture. Let's do something a little more detailed. I'm gonna challenge the machine a little bit here, and I'm gonna throw this piece here that I've been working on, this warrior portrait, through the app here, the Tattoo Stencil app, which I am very fond of for realism, getting quick stencils for that from photos. There it is. So beautiful, nice little stencil there. Let me just play around with how I would want it. Okay. It's going to download that. All right, let's go ahead and throw that in there. All right. Cool, so let's set up the printer. So again, we're feeding it through the front, yellow side up. It should grab a hole. All right, it's ready to go. I'm gonna bring this back. I'm gonna press print. I liked the normal setting. Let's check it out for this as well. Pretty quick.
Printing is complete. Please remove the paper.
Trying to compete with the robots of the world, I guess. All right, let me take a look-see at this thing. Very impressive. Very nice. Yeah, I could definitely work with this. So very nice printer. I think, yeah, I'm very happy with the details in this piece. I see a lot of little tiny things that could be missed by other printers, especially in the beard here. It's not oversaturated. Yeah, I see no issues with this printer whatsoever. In fact, I think it's great. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of good detail here. Obviously, that was a success. Let's try the red S8 paper as well. Okay, here is the red S8 paper, and I'm going to print for this one my octopus. All right, take out the center, feed it in. Okay, there you go. So this print, all right, it's lacking some detail in the small suckers, and the finer details of this are not coming across. It is a pretty detailed piece. Let's see if it's the printer or if it's just this particular paper. I'm going to use the Spirit paper right now and do the same print. Okay, we're going to go ahead and print the same exact way on normal.
Is complete. Please remove the paper.
Let's take a look. Pretty much the same. I got like a little more detail out of the Spirit paper, just a little. But all in all, I think maybe for the finer line details, the settings might need to be played with a little bit. It could also just be the scale of what I'm trying to make. I'm trying to challenge the machine. It definitely got all the lines that I would need to actually do this project. I should mention that. I'm just being a little particular and like giving it as much as I can of a challenge. This one over here definitely has more detail. You can kind of see where it falls out in these finer lines here. So that's kind of where I'm looking. All right, so we have properly tested it in that setting. We can try darkening it. There are other steps here. There is a strong setting as well where we might be able to darken the print. So should we give it a try? Let's do it. Okay, we're in the strong setting. We have the S8 paper. Okay, so I'm happy to report that for once a stencil printer does listen to me when I change the density, but it doesn't make it a disaster. So it did definitely get darker. Let me show you the side-by-side comparison. There it is. So on the right we have printed on the S8 paper the strong setting, and this is the normal setting. I'm picking up a bunch more details that I can't see. Those lines that are all broken up in the flower and the chrysanthemum petals here on the left are completely finished on the right. This is a beautiful stencil. So despite the paper, I was able to play around with the machine settings and get it to print the way I wanted. So I'm happy about that. All right, so now I want to do something fun. I have the ATS-886 here with the Wormhole printer. This is a Yulong printer that I've been very, very happy with. It works beautifully in my shop, but this Wormhole tattoo printer is pretty good too. So I'd like to try to print that same picture that I just had on the ATS-886. So this one turns on like that. No speaking to you on the ATS-886. You have to kind of know what's going on. So you're going to pull out this middle part, but you want to also take off the yellow side. And now, like many printers, you're just going to feed this from the back. It does suck in the paper like the other machine I just showed you, so that's nice. And we are in a different app, so we're going to get out of there. Here's the ATS-886 app. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to pull up my pictures. Okay, we have the same octopus here on the ATS-886 app. We're just going to press print. And I always print in this middle setting here. It usually works really well. So it's transferring right now. Might take a little bit longer than that wormhole machine, but then once it gets through, it's pretty fast. I couldn't even count down from 5 with the other machine, so okay. There we go, still not too long. And it's super fast, see how fast it prints? Alrighty, let's see the result of our comparison. So on the left, we have the Wormhole, and on the right, we have the ATS 886. They're both done on the S8 red paper. I can tell you they're both usable and very, very detailed, but between these two, if I had to pick one, I would pick the Wormhole. So far between these two, I do feel like I like the Wormhole a little bit better. This did pick up quite a bit of detail though, and small detail too. They're both amazing prints. I'm wondering how the ATS 886 works when I increase the density, because I did that on the Wormhole and it really helped. Let me try that again then with the S8 paper and the ATS 886. And we load it again from the top. All right, the paper's in. And we have the octopus again. We now have it at the higher density setting. There it is. Okay. So the higher density setting is a little slower. That would make sense. Okay, so now we're comparing these higher density settings to each other. We have first on the left the Wormhole, and on the right the ATS 886. Yes, there is a clear winner for sure. It is the ATS 886. So it picks up details that I can't see here. Let's just focus in on the octopus's little jet here. You can see that on the left it gets a little clumpy, on the right it doesn't get as clumpy. It's very small details that I'm looking at here now. I'm also looking at the stippling where I've done little tiny dots in the portrait. They actually look like dots on the one on the right, and on the left I just don't really see them at all. They're actually not even really in the stencil properly, so I wouldn't be able to look at those at all on the one here on the left. So Wormhole, you did a great job. This is a really nice printer, but the 886 probably is still a little bit better. All right, so we're going to give Wormhole one more chance to show what it can do. So what I want to do is be super, super fair and take the yellow side off, because I did that with the 886. I don't know that you have to do that with the Wormhole machine. It doesn't say that in the directions, but just in case, let's go ahead and just do it and take it off. All right, now that we've taken the yellow side off, the black side will be up. So we're just gonna feed that in the front of the Wormhole tattoo stencil printer. Okay, I am on that strong setting still, which I think is wise. Let's stay there, and then we're gonna print.
Printing is complete. Please remove the paper.
Yes, ma'am. Alrighty, let's try that comparison one more time. On the right, we have the ATS 886 from Yilong. On the left, we have the new print we've just made on the Wormhole printer, and it looks the same. I don't think the yellow made any difference, but it's good just to make sure I'm not getting any more details that from this one. They really don't look different at all. So the yellow makes no difference. I would keep it on just to kind of protect the sheet from getting too wrinkled. It probably will help run it through the machine better. So do keep that on. But yeah, I would still recommend, although this is a wonderful printer and it should suit all your needs, if it were between the two, I still recommend the ATS 886. Okay, that completes our review of the Wormhole Tattoo Stencil Printer. It works really, really well. It's almost just as good as that ATS 886, just maybe a smidge behind it. We've got $10 off for you if you want to buy it. We also have a link to the Yulong ATS 886 in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe.
Thank you. Bye.